Welcome to Heritage Acres Homestead. I'm Chas. Here you'll find our family as we strive to live a life that pleases the Lord. We do our best to make the most out of what we've been given, so we'd like to invite you to come along and join us on our journey.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Heritage Acres Homestead. I'm Chas. Today we're going to talk about fire cider again, but just a little differently. So I wanted to share with y'all a company that I am affiliated with, and it's called Farmhouse Teas. Now, I have been making my fire cider for, a good 2 decades, but she has come up with something so unique and special and very smart, in my opinion. She's come up with a dry mix, and all you have to do to it is to take the mix and steep it and strain it, and it's ready to use. Now, whereas mine, you want to steep for about 6 weeks, hers only takes 2, and it's because it's already dried and it's cut so finely that it doesn't take as long. But I think it's a very interesting idea to be able to take. Anyhow, as you know, if you've been on here any amount of time, or if you've watched my fire cider video, you know that I make fire cider a couple of different times a year. I make a large quantity, and I keep it on hand pretty much all the time, because if there is a time of sickness or something going through the family, we will take it. We use it when there is sickness present, or there's I've got a tickle in my throat, or I'm not feeling my best. We use it to help boost that. We take it, and it helps to activate our immune response. And our body says, okay, something's going on. Here's something to help. Because everything that's in fire cider is immune boosting power. We've got horseradish, onion, hot peppers, garlic, ginger, and apple cider vinegar. Lemons. All these things are super powered, germ fighting, sickness fighting, God-made ingredients that is going to help our body to say, okay, we've got something going, let's fight. And it just helps to ward it off. My son, actually this week, my youngest son, has kind of been a little bit sick. And he is one, now he's not missed any work, mind you, but he's one that rarely gets sick. And he's come home every day from work. He'll go to the fridge, he'll take the fire cider, he'll gargle it and swallow at least a tablespoon. He'll do it again before bed, and he's just kept on going. He's not felt his best, but it's helped his body to start triggering that response system, saying, okay, let's fight whatever it is that's going on. And he's been able to keep going because of it. It is something that, like I said, we keep on hand all the time in the family. So I really enjoy the fact that CN has made it very easy for you with these little packages. So if you're one of those who have wanted to try and you don't think you can find horseradish and all the ingredients that you're looking for, maybe give a pack a try. So we're going to go ahead and mix this up today. And it takes about 2 weeks to steep. Well, there's a tear instead of trying to pull it apart. So all you need is a clean quart jar and your ingredients. Now, because a lot of this is powdered or cut very fine, excuse me, it's going to be probably a thicker looking end product than what you might have if you were to use larger chunks of things. All this is organic apple cider vinegar with the mother. It's raw. That's what you want. You want to fill that up pretty high. Make sure you get everything in there. You see what I'm saying? See how thick this liquid looks compared to what some of the ones I've made looks. When I cut my ingredients smaller or grind them up more, this is the consistency of the final product rather than if you use larger chunks. And I think I've told y'all before, maybe it was on Instagram, that because what I do is I put my ingredients into a jar, I pour the vinegar over, I steep it, and then this is what I've done in the past. And then I will chop all the ingredients even finer, dehydrate them, grind them into a powder, and make a seasoning. I don't do that anymore. From now on, what I do is I cut them all very fine, maybe even use the food processor to cut them and chop them all fine to begin with, steep them, and then that way, as soon as I strain it, it can go in the dehydrator and I can dry it out for seasonings. My dad really enjoys using the seasoning on the grill. He likes to put it on different meats and vegetables and says it's just fantastic. Now, you might be a little bit nervous that it's going to have some spice to it because of all the horseradish and the onions and the peppers. But if you like that kind of thing, definitely give it a try because it is tasty. All right, so look there. It's already, I can smell it already. It's so potent. So what you want to do is give it a shake or two. Set it on your counter. Leave it for 2 weeks. If you go by it, shake it. If you don't, it's not a big deal. But you just want to make sure everything's in there and getting a little bit jostled around. But yeah, 2 weeks, and then you can strain this and start using it. So if you need it quicker than a 6 weeks brew, I'd say go for the packet and get it in you. If you're like me and you want to make a larger amount, then definitely buy your ingredients. But just know that it's going to take a good 6 weeks to brew. So I'm not going to go into all the this and that's and the hows and the whys of all the ingredients in the fire cider. Please go back and watch my original video if you'd like to know more about that. But if you're in need of something a little quicker, definitely give the packet a try. I think you'll be very pleasantly surprised with the ease of it and the quickness of the brew rather than the long fermentation process of doing it the original way. CN also has quite a lot of ingredients, teas, gift ideas, all sorts of things on her website. I'm going to link it in the bottom. I am an affiliate with her, so if you do order anything, I do get a little bit of a commission, so I really appreciate that as well. So if you've been wanting to try fire cider, but you've been hesitant about getting all the ingredients, or maybe you've just not had time, let me encourage you to go ahead and grab you a bag of the fire cider ingredients off of Farmhouse Teas. This will help you get started. It only takes 2 weeks to steep, and you'll have fire cider on hand for you and your family just in time for all those holiday colds and flus that seem to come along with this time of year. So if you've been wanting to try some fire cider, but you think it's too late to start some because we're already into November, do not fret. Grab you a bag of this fire cider fixin' from Farmhouse Teas, and in 2 weeks, you'll have you a quart ready for your family to use if those colds and flus start knocking at y'all's door. It is such a beneficial thing to have on hand, and and in just 2 weeks, you'll be ready. So first off, she packages everything just beautifully. And this is what I ordered this time. I got Prudent Pumpkin Spice. It's a tea, not a coffee. Apple Cider Fixins. And this is one we've had before, but everybody enjoyed it, so I got it again. This one is the Sweet Maple Chai. And now this right here comes as, I bought it as a 3-pack. And it's a smaller bag so you can try them rather than commit to the larger bags like this. So that is a good way if you want to try several different types of tea. The trial sizes are great. Now, this is another thing that I have yet to try, but this is a blend for us ladies who are getting in that special time of life. It's Lady Henna Paws Tincture. And so I'm looking forward to trying this out. Let's see here. So this is not a tea, but it makes a tincture. So what's in it is vitex berries, black cohosh root, burdock, wild yam, mugwort, motherwort, lady's mantle, alfalfa, nettle, and tulsi. And so what I'll do is I'll steep this and then use it daily. So I'm looking forward to that. This will, it takes 2 weeks to make the tincture. And then I bought this, which is what I was talking about before. So if you have been wanting to make fire cider and you were a little intimidated by the whole process of all the ingredients, she has made it for you. All this is dried ingredients for fire cider. All you do is pour this up into a jar, steep it in vinegar for 2 weeks, strain it, and use it. And of course, just like with mine, you can add honey to it, or you can use it without, and that's what we do. But it's taken kind of the guesswork on amounts and whatnot, because I know I've told you in my main fire cider video that I use sort of equal parts, but it's not a big deal if it's not exactly equal. She's taken that guesswork out for you. And down here at the bottom, she's told you exactly what to do. She told you exactly what she has in there. And it's just really taken the guesswork out of everything. So if you would like to go in this route rather than sourcing your ingredients, totally worthy way of going. All of her stuff is organic, and yeah, I'm looking forward to trying this myself. Then I want to show you my absolute favorite tea she has, and that is the carrot cake. I've ordered this, I can't tell you how many times. It's unreal how when you open it, it smells just like a carrot cake baking. It is so good. I don't know how she does it. Truly, I don't, when it comes to making these mixes. And then another one I got, let's see, this is the Coastal Cranberry. It's a nice wintry, fall and winter type of tea, in my opinion. This is Winter Wonderberry tea. And then I think this is the Henna Paws, yeah. So what I was going to tell you is, for a gift, you could take you could order a trial pack. Get you one of these little tea steepers, tie it together with some beautiful twine, put it in like a cellophane bag or even a brown gift paper bag. Those are my favorite. I love the brown Kraft paper bags. You could recycle some of this stuffing, stuff it in the bottom, stick this in there, and then tie it up with a pretty bow. And that would be a lovely gift. And I think you could probably, that would probably be less than $10 for all the things. I'll get you some prices on this and I'll list them below. I'll put all the links in the bottom. But for the tea, the steeper, and your bag and everything, especially if you go to the dollar store, if you order a bulk of bags off of Amazon, it could be a very inexpensive gift, but a thoughtful gift, and not one that you're having to go like, you know, I know a lot of people buy mass-produced coffee cups, and I'm not saying that that's not wonderful. It's very kind to be thought of at the holidays or anytime. But there are ways, like, she is a family-owned business, so this could really benefit her and her family, and I love to be able to support that. So there's an idea. You could also just tie this up with some ribbon and put it in a stocking, which is what I did last year. This is one of our used ones, but anyways, tying this up with a ribbon, stick it in the stocking. There is a nice little gift. You could also take the samples. Those are great stocking stuffers too, if you don't need them. And then if you go for the larger amount or the fire cider, that's a little bit more. But again, depending on how much you need to spend or have to spend, that could be an option as well. All right, I'm going to show you how I wrap one of these bags of tea up like a gift. So forgive me that I can't find my regular hole punch. So I'm going to use my 3-hole punch here. I'm just going to go in, punch a hole in the bag up here at the top. Just like that. And then I'm going to take some ribbon and I love to take ribbon and like twine or jute together. I'm going to go in through one side here, then come back out from the opposite side. Let me move that. There we go. Come back through from this side. Now, it could be just like this, and we could tie a bow, just like that. Or we could take this tea steeper and tie it into the bow. Go the opposite way. Bringing the ribbons through. I think just adding some jute or twine in there with the ribbon gives it just a different look. Makes it a little bit unusual. Now if you go in and you can take your ribbon and turn it if it's inside out, or backwards if it's a one-sided ribbon, like that. Here, I like to give the ribbons like a cut on a diagonal. What a sweet gift. You can add the recipe card in there if you have one. You could stick this into a mug or a bag or a cellophane bag where it shows because it is so pretty. Or you could give it as is. And you could even punch holes right here in the back of the card if you have one and run that through the card as well. There you go. Thank y'all for watching. I hope that you have a beautiful day. God bless you, and I hope you come back soon. Bye-bye.